As much as we work to ignore our current circumstances on this channel, that doesn't necessarily negate the fact that the entire world is pretty much on lockdown right now. So, in honor of that, this episode is all about how to continue manifesting your specific person during lockdown. That's what we're discussing in this episode of Roxy Talks. Stay tuned. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Thank you for joining me here for another episode of Roxy Talks, where we discuss confidence, mindset, manifestation, and more. I am Roxy Lee. I'm a mindset coach, and I'm here to help you banish your negative thinking and limiting doubts so you can bring love, clarity, and joy into your life. If you'd like to sign up for one-on-one coaching so we can discuss your specific issues, you can sign up at roxytalks.com. I've also got exclusive merch, podcasts, and more. That's all at my website, roxytalks.com. And you can also join me on social media. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. For those who are dealing with being alone during this time, being away from their person, feeling out of control, feeling like they don't know what's happening next, I do want to at least kind of talk about what you can do in this time to continue your manifestation process moving forward and continue manifesting your specific person, or honestly anything. Everything really is the same. It's all energy, and we're energy, and everything is the same: money, people, whatever. But we know here on the Roxy Talks channel, specific person is a hot topic. This is what a lot of people want to talk about. So let's be really clear that we already know whatever's happening is happening. Whether we think it's the worst thing in the world or we think that there's opportunity for growth and beauty in it, either way, it's still happening. So my opinion is to take the latter approach and look at it that way, because again, knowing my power, my creative force in my world, I can't afford to add any gasoline to that fire. I can't afford to water that plant, not even a drop. Okay, so I still must starve out this plant as much as possible, and I'm going to avoid, affirming it as much as possible, but I do understand that people have a lot of time on their hands right now. So I want you to know that this is such a unique opportunity that we're all being given to learn how to navigate through tough circumstances and how to keep our minds focused on what we want, even when the odds seem completely against us. So one of the biggest things that's going to be important here when you're thinking about manifesting a person during this period of time at home, it's really important that you are not continually reaffirming how hard things are, how terrible they are, how impossible they are, how we don't know what's going to happen, how we're worried about it, we're scared. This just creates more fear, worry, doubt, anxiety, pressure, whatever in our lives. And whatever is going on outside of us, again, it's already here. So you can still be in the mind frame that things are working out and have your body exist in this 3D reality. It is completely possible. So don't think that just because people can't leave their houses, or things are going crazy, people are traveling, or they're stuck places, don't allow those circumstances to become permanent. We know that circumstances are irrelevant, even those attached to a situation like this, okay? This is just, like I said in my last video, it's like a third party because it's a big, dark rain cloud hanging over everyone's head, okay? So even though that is what we're experiencing in our reality, right? Maybe. Again, we don't need to continue to affirm it. If it's here, it's already here. We don't need to add to it. So don't think that because there's distance or rules or sickness or anything between you and what you want, because that is just affirming it, and it's allowing it to keep a barrier between you and what you want. Okay, so that's the first thing, is that you got to still believe that anything is possible. Anything and everything is possible for you. You have to continue to believe that, because if you don't, if you decide that this is the thing that stops you from getting what you want, then this is the thing that stops you from getting what you want. Now, there is a major silver lining to this situation. This is one of the reasons why I keep saying this is a good thing. Of course, because it is a good thing, we have to look at it that way. It has to be something that only enriches our lives and improves our quality of life. We have to believe that and act that way. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. But as I said in my last video, we have a unique opportunity for a lot of introspection and a lot of self-reflection, a lot of time on our hands to really look at the thoughts and the quality of the thoughts that are going through our mind on a daily basis. This is the perfect opportunity when there are no distractions to focus on keeping your mind trained on what it is that you want and not letting the things outside of you or around you affect what you're manifesting and the way you're thinking about it. Now, because I talk to so many people, I see a lot of patterns. I know that it feels like everybody's circumstances are unique and that their problems are their own and every situation, but just listen to my story. But the thing about it is that I hate to say this, circumstances aren't unique. They're not at all. They're all the same thing. It's just something that you're allowing to stop you from getting what you want. It's something that you are allowing to perpetuate in your reality by not clearing it or deleting it or letting it dissolve or deciding or realizing that it's been you the entire time holding that thought or that belief or that idea in place. You have tons of time right now to really fine-tune your process, okay? And what is my process? What has worked wonders in my life is to stay on top of my thoughts. I'm always listening. I'm always checking in with myself. I'm always making sure that whatever it is I'm thinking about, the way I think about it is a way I'd like to see it happen in my world. If I catch myself entertaining an outcome or a reality that doesn't work for me, I shut it down immediately and I replace that thought with something else that is better, that I like. This is something I see a lot too, is people shutting down the thought or trying to shut down the thought. No, don't think that, but they're not replacing it with something productive or positive. They're trying to take away from something, which just adds to the energy of it, right? It adds to the momentum of it when they're focusing on the fact that it's there instead of shutting it down and then replacing it with something better, putting something else in that space that they actually do want to manifest, a thought they do want to think, a version of them they do want to be. So my process, that's the first part, always listening, always monitoring, and then constantly flipping my thoughts that don't work. The other part of the process for me during the day is I make myself think the thoughts that I want myself to think. I am my own affirmations tape up here. So I want you to be your own affirmations tape. I want you to put this stuff on a loop. Right-hand column thoughts. Okay, I'll link that video above if you don't know what I'm talking about. But you want to get very clear on who it is you want to be, what it is you want to experience in your life, and what thoughts you are going to think in order to make that happen. And then you put them on repeat. You put them on a loop in your mind. You become your own affirmations tape. You spiral on good stuff. You daydream all day on the way that things are going to work out for you. And if you catch yourself not thinking that way or not feeling that way, you shut it down and you replace it with something else that's better. Okay? So you're going to fine tune this process. You're going to get really, really, really good at it because you have the time to pay attention, to focus, and to catch yourself, to recalibrate. Okay? Think about your mind as a remote control. You can switch to any channel that you want at any time, but it kind of has a weird connection and sometimes it goes back to the old channel. It's like kind of annoying, but you've had this TV for a while, so you're just used to it. So it's like, and just go back to channel 4 and go back to channel 4. Okay, just go back to channel 4. I'm watching Murder, She Wrote, back to channel 4. Okay, that's what you want to be doing with your mind. Constantly recalibrating, constantly recalibrating. If you veer off the, oh, no, we're good. No, everything's fine. Just a little bit of a, ooh, but what if, no, we're all good. Everything's working out for us. Make sure you're always changing that channel back to channel 4. Because sometimes channel 5 wants to pop through, but no, we're on channel 4. So the reason I'm mentioning all of this, okay, because it sounds like, oh, what is she going to talk about? The manifesting a specific person part. Well, I've got news for you guys, okay? Because I see so many cycles, because I see so many people going through the same situation, I see the stages that they're going through to manifest a person. And I talked about this before in my Signs You're Manifesting a Specific Person video, where I say, if you are at the stage where you are working on yourself, you're in the right place. That's what I want to talk about today, because that stage of self-work, because it's a requirement of manifesting your person the best way possible, in the correct way, the most long-lasting way, the best way to do this is to work on the mechanism doing the manifesting, right? In yesterday's video, I talked about if you're breaking down on the highway, your engine is sputtering smoke and there's flames coming out and it's not going anywhere, you're fuddling with your seat covers, that's the equivalent of you trying to manifest your specific person when you are not totally okay, when you are still in pain, when you are still in lack, when you are still in doubt. That's what's going on, is you're worried about something that's irrelevant to the process of actually manifesting that thing that you're worried about. Okay? So, why is it a good thing that everybody is having this downtime right now? Well, this is that stage. This is the perfect opportunity to put you first, to learn what it truly means to love yourself, to take care of yourself, to step into the version of yourself that you must be in order to manifest your person the way you want them to be. Because if you are at a 3 here, you're not manifesting them at a 10. You're manifesting them at a 3 as well. So if you find out how to make yourself a 10, you are better equipped to manifest them at a 10. You see the world differently. You treat yourself better. You prioritize yourself. You put yourself on your own pedestal. You treat yourself with respect and kindness. You listen to yourself. You listen to your needs. You're giving yourself what you're missing from the world. And this is a required step in this process of manifesting a specific person, okay? Let me just say a caveat here, okay? You can absolutely manifest a person at any time, right? But if you are working on manifesting a person that you have issues with, past feelings, insecurities, doubts, they've said stuff, they're across the country, there's barriers between you, okay? The barriers are there for a reason, and if you don't address the barriers in place, they're going to pop up again whether you manifest your person or not, okay? They will show up. They're usually showing up in other areas of your life, and they're going to be showing up over and over throughout your love life and in your relationships. So this is why my approach is to nip this shit in the bud now. Figure out how to do the work here so that the rest of your life is smooth sailing. Figure out how to be a 10 here so you can manifest 10s all over your life. That person, of course. You, duh. Money, yeah. Obviously, how could it not? Because I'm doing all of it. I'm in control. I know my worth. I know my power. I see that it's all me. I will only declare that everything I want is working out for me and nothing else. And from that point forward, it just unfolds exactly the way I say it will. And of course, we all know that we're already actually doing this. It's just that we're doing it with stuff we don't actually want to experience. So this is the opportunity that you have been waiting for to get very good at manifesting your person, okay? Because this is the natural second step. The first step is choosing to manifest them, right? Getting to the point where you're like, you know what? I must be doing something here. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How do I make this work for me to get that person into my life? That's step 1. And as you progress through step 1, you start learning techniques, you start doing practices, you start learning affirmations, you start scripting, you start acting as if, you start being the version of you that's in the relationship that you want. Well, guess what? The version of you that's in the relationship that you want has all of those barriers dealt with. And that's evidenced by the fact that they're in the relationship you want to be in. So if that's the case, if the version of you that has successfully manifested the correct version of your SP, the ideal version of your SP, then that means that version of you has dealt with all the stuff that's keeping you apart from them right now, okay? So it is required that you deal with all the stuff that's keeping you apart from your person right now. And these blocks are all within yourself. They're your limiting beliefs. They're your ideas, your insecurities, your doubts, your fears, your worries. Your programming, your patterns, it's all of that stuff combined and then some, and who knows what, right? We don't know unless we do the exercise where we figure out our limiting beliefs. So once people have made it through the first step and they start to realize, oh, wait a second, it's me manifesting them. And in order for me to manifest them, I have to let go of my need to manifest them. I have to let go of my absence, the lack I see, the worries, the insecurities that push them away or keeps them away right now. So that naturally brings you to step 2, which is doing that self-work. It's complimenting yourself every single day, teaching yourself how to treat yourself better and how to accept a compliment, which at the end of the day, the underlier of accepting a compliment means believing in it. So we're treating ourselves better. We're prioritizing ourselves because right now we don't really have a choice. We have to put ourselves first. We have to focus on ourselves because that's kind of all there is to focus on right now. Well, of course, we could be focusing on lack and absence, but we're not going to do that anymore, right? We're going to focus on what we do have, which is our self, our faculties, our health, and our ability at all moments to be the creator of our world, to be the selector of what we experience. So guess what? Everybody gets to be at stage 2 now, where we naturally treat ourselves better, put ourselves first, do us time. Do the things that gives us life, that fills our cup, that makes us happy, treat ourselves better, figure out what it is that we need, give ourselves what we're lacking from the world so that we can be the version of us that manifests the ideal version of them. Generally, what I see coming after this is movements. Usually it's something small. A lot of times it's the opposite of what you want, okay? So make sure you're not falling prey to thinking that the opposite of what you think is supposed to happen is a bad thing, okay? We know it's a good thing, and that's how we're gonna have to treat it. I'll link that video above as well. Once you see that small movement, once you realize that they're back, but they're not quite where you want them to be, that's when you double down. That's when we get to stage 3, right? That's when you fine tune your skill and you start to see, okay, hold on, I really am doing all this. So if I am doing all this, I don't want you just so-so. I don't want you just halfway. I want you exactly the way that I want you, and this is how that is. We're declaring it, we're being it, we're accepting no less. And we understand that a time lag or any time in between us being with that person and now is only for the best. So if they're not with us right now, if they're not in our immediate presence, or even if they are, no matter what it is that they are doing, they're doing it to be better for this relationship. They're doing it because they want to show up as the person we need them to be. They're ready for this relationship. They can't wait to be with you. They're thinking about you all the time. They miss you so much. They're so ready to see you again. They're tired of the distance. They're tired of the lack. They need to be with the person that stimulates them in mentally, emotionally, in all the ways. They're ready for this relationship. This is their idea. It's your time. The opportunity is yours. The opportunity is now. Okay? So that's where I want you to be. I want you to focus on putting in the work to maintain the vessel, to improve the mechanism that is manifesting everything in your life so that the rest of it is smooth sailing. So I want you to comment down below. I take every opportunity to affirm positivity. I take every opportunity to affirm positivity. And this is just a reminder that anything that happens in the world, good or bad, is a chance for us to remind ourselves what we're doing with our manifestations, to redeclare that we are in control and everything is responding to us, and to remember that everything works out exactly the way we want it to if we just let it chill, okay? So let the universe do what it does. Keep your mind focused on who you are, becoming the best version of yourself, and know that no matter what your SP is doing, wherever they are, all they're thinking about is how much they cannot wait to get back to you. That's how you behave. That is how you treat them, no matter what they say or do, okay? No matter what happens, they cannot wait. They're just, oh, can we just see you? I just want to, I love you so much, okay? That's it. Now, my Manifesting a Specific Person workshop is getting a facelift. It is turning into its own automated course so that you are able to digest the content immediately. At the current moment, it's something that we have to book in advance, and it sells out so fast that I can't offer it enough to really get people in as soon as they want to. So it's turning automated. You will be able to access the information right away, and you'll still be able to have personal time and attention with me. And we're also offering it at an introductory rate at $100 off normal while we are all on lockdown. And even more, if you've ever taken a Specific Person workshop with me at any time, you will be grandfathered into the system and you will be able to access it for free, because I want everyone that's ever taken it to be able to at least visit the content again. You have it for life, and you can always refer back to it to make sure that you're on the right track. I actually have a free version of it down below. It is the Manifesting a Specific Person Masterclass. That one is completely free, but you can also join the paid workshop, which is at my website, roxytalks.com. And if you'd like to sign up for one-on-one coaching so we can discuss exactly how you can manifest your specific person, you can sign up for one-on-one coaching at roxytalks.com. I've also got exclusive merch, podcast, and more. That's all at my website, roxytalks.com. You can also join my Facebook group, Black Moon Society. It's a great community for like-minded people who are helping each other through manifestation. All of those links are in the description below. You can also follow me on social media. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Here on the Roxy Talks channel, I go live every Monday at noon-ish PST for Q&A, and I've got brand new videos out every Tuesday through Friday. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.